Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we are building a keyboard from KP Republic. This is the BM980. This keyboard comes in multiple different kits. For this video we picked up the Kit 5, which I believe is just basically the case, the plate, the PCB, and some stabilizers. Pretty basic kit, but this board is a full RGB hot swap board. So in that case, let's just throw in the CS silver switches from Akko. These switches are supposed to be like their faster actuation switches. They are a linear switch with a very short travel. The person I'm building this for really wanted them to be, quick response for gaming and whatnot. But out of the box, they're a little scratchy, so we'll work on those in a bit. Hopping into the disassembly of the board, you guys can see it's the same struggles I had with the Next Time 75, where it's this like clip-on plastic case. Luckily, they gave me this like guitar pick thing, so it can help me pry off some of the plastic. But once I got that off, we could get a good look at the aluminum plate that they provide us with, and right underneath that is the hot swap PCB. So yeah, nothing really special here. I was really hoping to see a little bit of foam at the bottom of the board, but it looks like that's completely empty, so we'll be adding some foam later on. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the keyboard back together with the Akko silver switches, just so we can get a quick idea of what it would sound like stock before we go ahead and mod the keyboard. Alright, so now that we got all the switches installed, let's just put the case back together and throw in some keycaps. Speaking of keycaps, we chose to go with the sea salt keycaps from I don't know where. We kind of just found these. If anyone knows what they were, leave a comment down below, but they do look really nice. I tried to pour them on, just like all the keyboard builders do on the internet, but that didn't seem to work, so I just had to manually put each keycap on. But once I got that on, here's the quick sound test of the keyboard stock. Oh god. Alright, so as you guys can see, the stock sound test was okay. It was really scratchy. The stabilizers are pretty bad out of the box. So I'm just gonna go ahead and disassemble the keyboard to see what we can do and perhaps make this keyboard sound a lot better than what it is now. Alright, and here's a closer look at the stock stabilizers on the PCB. They're kind of like this not screw-in type. I don't know what they're called, but they're like press-in that they fit into the screw-in stabilizer slots. I'm not a big fan of these, and I don't know why. I think they just look weird. I'd rather just have like regular clip-in stabilizers that are not like this, but at least this makes us have the option for screw-in stabilizers, which I do really like. So I did replace them with the Durock V2 screw-in stabilizer set. But before we go and install those, we are gonna go and lube all of these switches, which took me a long time, considering that this is the first keyboard I ended up building with over 100 keys. Mostly because of that NumPad. But that NumPad will be nice to have in the final product. But I'm just gonna fast forward because I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me lube and mod this keyboard. So after lubing the switches and the stabilizers, so I tried pouring the switches in just like all the YouTubers do, and it just magically appears on the keyboard. I don't know how they do it. It doesn't work for me, so I just had to manually put all the switches in to its slots. So after I got all those switches in, I went ahead and did the tape mod on the back of the PCB, also called the Tempest mod, I believe. But with this, I just did 3 layers of tape on the back, and hopefully this will improve the sound of the keyboard a little bit. But also, what you guys didn't see was I added a layer of foam at the bottom of the keyboard as well. This will just improve some of the hollowness that we got, hoping that it'll just make the keyboard sound just a little bit better. Here's me trying to also attempt to throw the keycaps on, which was a huge mistake because it ended up on my floor. I'm getting tired of this joke, and honestly, it took way longer for me to find all the pieces on the floor than it did for me to like put each keycap onto the keyboard itself. So I'm probably never gonna do that again. But without further ado, here's the final keyboard in all its glory. Enjoy. Alright, so now that all the B-roll's out of the way, let's just give a sound test to the stock version versus the modded version. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was a lot of fun building this keyboard. Please subscribe to check out some more keyboard builds in the future. Thanks. Bye.